Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bold and Beautiful. Today, Steffy spies Taylor and Deacon's close moment, Sheila's SOS to Lee. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, January 7th, reveal that Steffy Forrester Finnegan will spy Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp's close moment while Sheila Sharp sends out an SOS to Lee Finnegan. First, on Wednesday's B&B episode, Sheila will get in touch with Lee and summon her for an urgent meeting. Since Lee and Sheila formed a strange bond during the last round of Luna Nozawa drama, they're almost friends at this point. Lee will show up after Sheila calls her over and wonder what's going on. Sheila may end up venting about Deacon's family still not accepting her and could seek advice on how to change that. In Taylor's office, Deacon will keep pushing her to tell him how she truly feels. It's clear that Taylor has feelings that go beyond the typical doctor-patient relationship, even if she's tried to fight them. Whether Taylor comes clean about what's in her heart or not, Deacon will sense that they're connected on a deeper level. Deacon and Taylor will share a close moment on Wednesday's show as they enter the danger zone. At Forrester Creations, Steffy will finish giving Carter Walton and Rich Forrester updates on Daphne Rose's decision to head back to Paris. Both Rich and Carter will reel over that news, but Carter will refuse to let Daphne go without a fight. It won't be long until Carter corners Daphne in the showroom to question her about this Paris choice and push her to stay in town. This is all building to Carter's marriage proposal and declaration of love, so Daphne will be taken aback within the next couple episodes. As for Steffy, she'll pop over to Taylor's office, perhaps to fill her in on Daphne's Paris decision, too. Once Steffy shows up, she'll spy Deacon and Taylor looking way too close for comfort. Steffy may peek in through an ajar door or even walk in on Taylor nearly kissing Deacon, so stay tuned for her dramatic reaction. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Steffy will be thrown for a loop and will definitely hear some Sheila alarm bells going off soon enough. Sheila overhears Deacon's scandalous Taylor confession, betrayed wife flips out. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Sheila Sharp will overhear Deacon Sharp's scandalous Taylor Hayes confession, so this betrayed wife will flip out. Later during the week of January 5th to 9th, Deacon will have a little more bonding time with Deke Sharp. That'll give Deacon an opportunity to open up, which will lead to his big confession. It sounds like Deacon's on the verge of admitting he's developed more than friendly feelings for Taylor. Deacon may also confess that based on the signals Taylor's been putting out, she's feeling their connection, too. Deacon may come clean about some inappropriate moments in their therapy sessions. Since they've been crossing dangerous lines and veering out of typical doctor-patient territory, Deacon will have a lot to get off his chest regarding Taylor. Unfortunately, B&B spoilers say Deacon won't realize that Sheila is within earshot. Sheila may be standing around the corner at Illinois Giardino since she's used that as an eavesdropping spot before. Regardless, Sheila will indeed listen in at least part of Deacon and Deke's conversation. Even if Sheila doesn't hear the whole story, she'll hear enough to smell trouble and will decide to corner Deke in the aftermath. Of course, Deke may clam up and insist it's not his place to spill anything. Perhaps Deke will argue that if Sheila has questions about her marriage, she needs to talk to Deacon instead of him. However, Deke may also be rather concerned about Sheila's pattern of unhinged behavior and the possibility that she'll spiral out of control again. There's no denying that Sheila is possessive of Deacon, so Deke may worry about his dad's safety as well as Taylor's. Deke might end up warning Deacon later, but will Sheila make a bold move before he has the chance? Sheila could easily go wild once she gets updates on Taylor and Deacon getting way too close for comfort. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila's temper will flare after she overhears Deacon's Taylor news, so stay tuned for all the chaos to come. Will Steffy's news spring Carter into action? Daphne's leaving again? Both Carter Walton and Rich Forrester are shocked to learn that Daphne Rose wants to hop the first flight back to Paris. Carter has not told her of his intentions yet, and she misses her family. Since Steffy Forrester Finnegan has to import her friends from France, she is beside herself. Steffy begs Carter to do something and stop Daphne right away. It's a good thing that Carter is just as beside himself as Steffy is. Carter thought that he and Daphne had a good thing going. Now, he sees if he doesn't do something fast, he might be too late. If Daphne returns to Paris, he might never see her again. Clearly, he has forgotten that airplanes exist. Carter knows he has to make a big move to keep Daphne in Los Angeles. Will he resort to his tried and true, the marriage proposal? Nobody loves falling in love and proposing marriage more than Carter, so we all know what's coming. Does Daphne know Carter well enough to predict what is going to happen next? After all, he is quite a predictable guy. Sheila's new BFF time. At least Sheila Carter's BFF is still in town, so Sheila summons her bestie because she needs someone to confide in. Somehow, Lee Finnegan is enjoying her friendship with Lee, knowing Luna Nozawa brought them both together. What wonderful grandmas that they are. Sheila can still feel that there is something off about Deacon Sharp and needs Lee's sage advice. Taylor Hayes wasn't any help and seems to want Sheila to never visit again. So, Sheila needs someone to talk to and help her figure things out, and Lee is happy to do it. Will being friends with Sheila lead to more trouble than it's worth? A dangerous discovery. The afternoon sun pours through the tall windows of the Cliff house, casting long shadows across the living room. Steffy Forrester stands frozen just outside the open door, her heart pounding as she watches a scene she was never meant to see. Inside, Taylor Hayes sits on the couch, vulnerable, emotional. Across from her stands Deacon Sharp, his voice low, his expression soft in a way Steffy has only ever seen when he's completely disarmed. "You don't have to carry this alone," Deacon says gently. Taylor looks up at him, eyes shimmering. "You don't understand how much that means." Deacon steps closer. Too close. He reaches out, hesitant at first, then rests his hand over Taylor's. The moment lingers, heavy with unspoken emotion. Steffy's breath catches. No, 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 no. This isn't just comfort. This isn't innocent. This is the beginning of something dangerous. Steffy backs away slowly, fury and fear colliding in her chest. One name echoes in her mind like a warning siren. Sheila Carter. Steffy's worst fear comes true later that evening. Steffy storms into Finn's office at the hospital, barely containing her panic. "It's happening," she blurts out. "My mom and Deacon, they're crossing a line." Finn looks up sharply. "What do you mean?" "I saw them," Steffy insists. The way he looked at her. The way she leaned into him. This isn't just friendship. Finn's expression darkens. He knows exactly where Steffy's thoughts are going. "And Sheila?" he asks quietly. "That's what terrifies me," Steffy says, voice breaking. "If Sheila finds out, my mother is in real danger." Steffy doesn't just see history repeating itself. She sees a countdown. Deacon's internal war at Illinois Giardino. Deacon pours himself a drink he doesn't touch. Taylor's face replays in his mind. Her sadness, her strength, the way she looked at him like he was safe. This can't happen, he tells himself. Because Deacon knows better than anyone what loving someone connected to Sheila can cost. "She's changed," he mutters, though even he doesn't fully believe it. Across the room, Sheila Carter watches him from the shadows, her eyes narrowing. She's been sensing it for days. Deacon pulling away, distracted, hiding something. She approaches him slowly. "You seem far away," Sheila says sweetly. Deacon stiffens. "Just tired." Sheila smiles, but it doesn't reach her eyes. Sheila connects the dots. It doesn't take long. A whispered conversation overheard. A lingering look caught out of the corner of her eye. Taylor Hayes' name mentioned one too many times. Sheila's hand trembles as realization crashes over her. Taylor. The woman who has everything Sheila wants. Respect, family, stability. "She's taking him from me," Sheila whispers, rage bubbling beneath her calm exterior. For the first time in years, Sheila feels something dangerously close to panic. And panic makes her reckless. Late at night, Sheila sits alone, clutching her phone. She hesitates, then dials a number she swore she'd never call again. Lee Finnegan answers, her voice sharp and cold. "Why are you calling me?" "Sheila," Lee says flatly. "What do you want?" "I need your help," Sheila says, desperation slipping through. "Something bad is about to happen." Lee laughs bitterly. "You've made a career out of bad things happening." "This is different," Sheila insists. "Taylor Hayes is involved. Deacon's drifting. If this goes the wrong way, someone's going to get hurt." Lee falls silent. She doesn't trust Sheila, but she trusts chaos even less. "What are you really afraid of?" Lee asks. Sheila's voice cracks. "Losing control." That answer terrifies Lee more than any threat ever could. Steffy takes action. Steffy refuses to wait. She hires private security for Taylor without telling her, installing surveillance and insisting on constant protection. Taylor bristles at the intrusion. I don't need a bodyguard, Taylor snaps. Yes, you do, Steffy fires back. You just don't realize it yet. Taylor finally demands the truth. And when Steffy tells her about Sheila's potential reaction, Taylor's face drains of color. I never meant for this to be dangerous, Taylor whispers. But it already is. Sheila makes her move. Security doesn't stop Sheila. It only slows her down. She studies routines, finds blind spots, tests limits. One night, Sheila slips past security at Illinois Giardino, confronting Deacon alone. You're choosing her over me, Sheila accuses. I'm choosing sanity, Deacon snaps. You're spiraling. Sheila's smile fades. If I lose you, nobody wins. Deacon realizes too late how far she's gone. The next day, Sheila appears at Taylor's office. Unannounced. Uninvited. Taylor freezes when she sees her. Sheila, Taylor says cautiously, you shouldn't be here. I just want to talk, Sheila replies calmly. Too calmly. Security rushes in, but not before Sheila steps closer, her voice dropping. If you care about Deacon, Sheila hisses, you'll stay away from him. Deacon bursts in, placing himself between them. Enough, he shouts. In the chaos, Sheila lunges, and Deacon shoves Taylor out of the way. He hits the ground hard. Blood spreads across the floor. Deacon lies unconscious in the hospital as doctors rush in. Taylor sobs at his bedside. This is my fault, she repeats. Steffy arrives, shaking with anger and terror. I warned everyone. Sheila is arrested, but even in handcuffs, she smiles. This isn't over, she whispers. Lee watches from a distance, realizing too late that answering Sheila's call may have unleashed something unstoppable. Doctors deliver grim news. Deacon's condition worsens. Taylor collapses into Steffy's arms, broken by guilt. And somewhere deep inside a holding cell, Sheila Carter begins planning her next move, because prison has never been able to hold her for long. Deacon Sharp lies motionless, tubes and wires keeping him alive. His face is pale, bruised, unrecognizable from the man who once thrived on charm and bravado. Taylor Hayes stands at his bedside, gripping his hand as if letting go would mean losing him forever. I never wanted this, Taylor whispers through tears. I never wanted to hurt anyone, especially you. Across the room, Steffy watches, arms folded tightly around herself. Her jaw is clenched, not with anger now, but with fear. This is what she tried to stop. Finn enters quietly, his expression grim. The swelling in Deacon's brain has increased. We're doing everything we can, but the next 24 hours are critical. Taylor's knees nearly buckle. If he doesn't wake up, she asks, barely audible. Finn doesn't answer right away. And that silence says everything. Guilt is a heavy sentence. Later, Taylor sits alone in the hospital chapel, staring at nothing. Sheila's face replays in her mind. Deacon stepping in front of her. The sound of his body hitting the floor. This is my fault, Taylor whispers again. Steffy approaches slowly, softer than she's been in days. Mom, Sheila did this. Not you. Taylor shakes her head. If I hadn't let myself feel anything, if I'd pushed Deacon away, Steffy interrupts, voice firm. Stop. Sheila made a choice. And she'll pay for it. But even as Steffy says it, doubt flickers in her eyes. Because Sheila Carter has never truly paid for anything. A monster behind bars. In a stark holding cell, Sheila sits perfectly still. Too still. The bruises on her wrists from the handcuffs haven't faded, but her eyes burn with focus. Calculation. Control. A guard passes by. Sheila lifts her head slowly. Officer, I need my lawyer. The guard scoffs. You're not going anywhere, Sheila. She smiles faintly. You say that now. Once alone again, Sheila leans back against the wall, breathing steadily. This wasn't supposed to happen. Deacon wasn't supposed to get hurt. But accidents happen in moments of passion. And now, survival takes priority. Sheila closes her eyes and begins planning. Lee's dreaded realization. Lee Finnegan stands in the hospital corridor, staring at Deacon's room from afar. Her phone buzzes. Unknown number. She answers reluctantly. What do you want? Sheila's voice comes through, low and unsettlingly calm. You see? I told you someone would get hurt. Lee's blood runs cold. Don't you dare call me again. I need a favor, Sheila continues. One last one. There is no last one with you, Lee snaps. Sheila exhales slowly. If Deacon dies, everything gets worse. For everyone. Lee hangs up, but her hands are shaking. For the first time, Lee understands the truth. Sheila isn't panicking. She's adapting. Steffy declares war. Steffy paces Finn's office like a caged animal. She can't get away with this, she says. Not again. Finn nods. She won't. She's locked up. Steffy stops abruptly. You don't know her like I do. She pulls out her phone and starts making calls. Private security firms, legal contacts, old Forrester allies with influence. If the system won't protect my family, Steffy says coldly, I will. Finn watches her with concern. This isn't fear anymore. This is resolve. A flicker of hope. Back in the ICU, Taylor dozes in a chair beside Deacon's bed. Suddenly, the monitor shifts. A faint movement. Deacon's fingers twitch. Taylor gasps, jumping to her feet. Deacon? Can you hear me? His eyes flutter, just barely. Doctors rush in, ushering Taylor aside. Finn emerges moments later, hopeful but cautious. He's responding. It's small, but it's something. Taylor presses her hand to her mouth, tears streaming. Please, she whispers. Fight. Sheila's first move in jail. A fight breaks out in the common area. Guards rush in. Chaos erupts. And in the confusion, Sheila slips something into her sleeve. Small, metallic, deliberate. Later, back in her cell, she examines it. A stolen keycard. She smiles to herself. Step 1 complete. The cost of survival. Deacon drifts in and out of consciousness, memories blurring. Sheila's face. Taylor's voice. A choice he made without thinking. When he finally opens his eyes fully, Taylor is there. You saved me, she whispers. Deacon swallows painfully. Worth it. Taylor breaks down, gripping his hand. I won't let this destroy you. Or us. Deacon hesitates. Because even now, especially now, he knows loving Taylor may cost him his life. The escape blueprint. That night, Sheila studies the jail's routine. Shift changes. Camera angles. Medical wing access. She presses the keycard to the wall reader. Green light. Her smile is slow. Dangerous. This place was never meant to hold me, she murmurs. Act 10 cliffhanger. Steffy receives an alert on her phone. Security breach at county jail. Her blood runs cold. At the same moment, Sheila steps into a dimly lit corridor, free from her cell, heart pounding with adrenaline. She whispers to herself, Round 2.